so it's like when I went home, I was shooting booty because I was from the gig.
Okay.
And I just caught the local news, caught the national, and I caught enough of the national. I was cool, and I was like, okay, now I gotta fuck around and go down the street. So I was like, I didn't want to go down in the Ralph Lauren shit. So I was like, let me throw on the Tommy, you know, and so I'll still be.
You gonna still be able to rock that tomorrow?
Yeah, because I mean I'm fresh to death, man. I mean you're not gonna make me sweat, are you? I mean I know TJ Squirt might. What? Wait,
are we ready? Are we on?
Oh,
okay, we on. See, here you go.
No.
Okay,
I knew we was on. I didn't care.
That's how we do it on Chill Talk 2. Anyway, welcome to Chill Talk 2. This your man Kevin Chill heard the cause of all this commotion, and once again we are sponsored by www.yesonissue2.com. Now, sitting next to me. If you already don't know who this brother is, you're in for a really interesting show. I mean, you might want to put the parental guidance tag on the show. But anyway, we have my main man, Jimmy Israel. What's going on, Jimmy?
What's up, man? I'm not going to curse a whole lot. How you doing, man? It's good to see you, OG. You my OG, man. So
that's what you say. That's what you say.
It's nothing but the truth, bro.
Okay, now how do I introduce you to the people?
Jimmy?
You're a professor?
I've been known to profess.
You're an author?
I've been known to write a few things.
Can we call you a culture critic?
That is true.
You own that one wholeheartedly.
A journalist, reformed journalist.
What's a reformed journalist?
Reformed journalist means, so I was kind of addicted to the life, you know, because I really like chasing the story. And so now I'm not on that shit no more.
Okay.
So that means
you're
like
reformed journalist.
Yeah. But I mean, if it's a good enough story, like if Charles Ramsey finds like 4 more girls in somebody's basement, then I might go on that hunt. Shout out to Chuck Ramsey if he's out there.
Have you met that brother? You know that?
I know.
Yeah, he's interesting.
To know Chuck is to love Chuck for real.
I interviewed that.
Oh yeah, and Butters is out there. What's up to Butters?
He's a different.
But Butters to me is because let me tell you a story. I'm gonna tell you how I met Chuck. So Chuck came down and did my podcast, and he was like one of the first people in to do my podcast, Conversation for Adults.
Okay, can we go over who Charles Ramsey Chuck is real quick, so just the people?
Oh, that's right. You're the host, man. Go ahead.
No. Explain so the people know.
Well, I have to explain. It's not my show.
But you brought him up. He's Chuck.
So Charles Ramsey is the dude that found those girls on Seymour Avenue that were being holed up in not Fidel Castro. What was this? Ariel, his brother. Ariel, no.
Dead giveaway.
You're right. Don't do that. No, don't do that. No, I can't participate.
Dead giveaway.
I cannot.
That's how they gonna know who the brother is.
I can't participate in that. But yeah, he was the one that was on the news, and he said that he knew it was an issue. Because whenever you got a pretty white girl running to a dead man's arms, that's a dead giveaway.
Dead giveaway.
That's a dead giveaway. And what was delightful, both delightful and kind of disturbing about the whole Charles Ramsey 15 minutes of fame is that for a minute he was putting Cleveland on the map. But who wants to be on the map? right. I love Chuck. Chuck, if you out there, man. But so here's what we got representing Cleveland. We got representing Cleveland. We got LeBron James, George Forbes, the chair throwing city councilman.
That's my mentor. You know that's my mentor.
I got nothing against him.
That's my mentor.
But then we got Charles Ramsey, and it was like it was a funny time to be a Clevelander, but it was kind of dark days. So people were like, "You from that place?" You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so now that we know who the Chuck you're referring to,
yeah. So yeah, Chuck is good people, and his homeboy Butters is my dude. Do you know Butters?
No, I don't.
You have to meet Butters because Chuck's story is really Butters' story. You know, I mean, in terms of dramatically, because at one point, but I met Butters. He wanted me to write a script about what had happened with Chuck and the girls, and I was like, maybe, but it's not. I mean, for what I can see, it wasn't really Chuck's story. It was really Butters' story. I mean, because Butters is really the redeeming factor out of the whole thing, because Chuck is politely a troubling protagonist.
Right. Yeah, you know. So I didn't think he'd make a great protagonist, but Butters on the other hand.
Okay, what did Butters do? How does this?
Butters was his homeboy, but Butters
was he there with him when it happened?
No, but Butters was his minder as Charles Chuck navigated his fame. Okay. No, he was a big, tall white boy that looked like Butters.
Okay, I do. I think I do know him.
Boom.
I think I do know that.
Boom.
Guy. Okay. All right.
So, and he was like, you need to write a screenplay about this. And me, myself, personally, I write for money. You know, and but I saw the story, but I didn't see the story he wanted me to see. He wanted me to see, you know, the story with Chuck Ramsey as the hero. And to me, clearly that wasn't the story. To me, the story was Butters. I think Butters is the hero of Chuck's story.
Did he get some money for Dead Giveaway?
Almost certainly. Yeah, I mean, I think with the way they reported it, I think he got some money and bought like a BMW, because this is what we all do. He bought a BMW for like $8,000, and then I should. Well, I don't want to get into trouble, but then because it's a BMW, like 6 months later, it was jacked up, and then he ended up selling to somebody for significantly less. Wow. Maybe the junk man. I don't know, but yeah, he got money from those two white boys, or the two white boys and the white girl that, you know, like Roger Troutman did his voice.
Right.
Yeah.
So he should have got some money.
Seen that on Netflix, that Unsinkable
Kimmy Schmidt.
No, man, I don't watch that Kimmy Schmidt shit.
Okay, but you know it's like the dude was like Charles Ramsey. He was the at the very intro of the show. It's a black dude has the white women coming out of the hole in the ground, and he tells the same story. It even says, you know, it's Dead Giveaway. I mean, he needs to holler at them.
That's a lawsuit.
He needs to holler at them, man.
So there's an homage and there's a lawsuit. What you just described is a lawsuit.
There you go. You know. All right. Well, okay. Somebody told me you were also at the Van Jones event the other day.
Who's tags? Who's snitching on me like that?
Hey, bro, people calling me.
Who out there snitching on me? Yeah, I was at the Van Jones
event.
See,
they said, you know, I told him he was on the show, put the word out, and they're like, yeah, we just saw him at the Van Jones joint.
And whoever it was didn't speak, because I went and I was hanging out.
It was more than one people. It was more than one person.
For real?
Yeah.
Well, none of them spoke, because I was hanging out with my homegirl, she in New Yorker. If you out there, she would get me calling her New Yorker, because I know better.
Right, New Yorker. But I just
what's up, New Yorker?
What's up, Sia? I just accepted your friend request.
I was hanging out with her. And, you know, we went to hear Van do his thing. And, you know, I don't know if you know this about me, but I'm not really, I don't like to hear, like, black men in suits pontificate. Because, because about 9.5 times out of 10, they're not saying anything that you don't say to yourself, you know. And if you need somebody outside of your body to tell you some common sense things, then there's nothing nobody can do for you anyway.
Okay. And Sia is watching the show right now.
Oh, is she?
She's watching the show.
Okay, cool. So,
and Shelly Shockley.
Oh, Shelly, what's up?
That's how we get down. Wherever I go,
shit.
That's my people.
Shelly's an OG.
Yeah,
you serious?
OG for real.
Man.
Watching the show.
Man, so, yeah. So
you pontificate.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of black guys in suits trying to tell you how to live your life. You know, but Van Jones is eloquent and I appreciate him, and he's also a good writer. And, yeah, so it was cool, you know, and I say that now I don't like black guys in suits pontificating, but you know, I mean, you know, I've been known to get on the stage and start talking shit.
So, with a suit on. You just said you were suited and booted just yesterday, earlier today,
but that's daily operations.
But were you pontificating? Were you pontificating?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, a little bit.
You was a black man with a suit on pontificating.
Lightweight.
Okay.
Lightweight. But I wouldn't tell nobody how to live their life.
Okay. All right.
Except for one person.
So you were doing okay. Anyway,
Van Jones, okay, although I wasn't there,
they told me that he also talked about, even though they said they kind of told me that they kind of glossed over there real quick, that he had 2 nervous breakdowns. Did you hear him actually say that?
I'm aware of it, but no, I did not hear him say that. No.
Okay. I mean, did he?
I mean, he looked stable. I mean, he looked good.
I mean, he wasn't there about.
I mean, he wasn't shaking or shook or nothing. No. I mean, what? What are you asking me? What are you asking me?
No, I was wondering what was the story behind that, but it seems like you kind of knew already.
I mean, it's like a jungle sometimes. Make you wonder how he keep going under. I mean, you know this story. You know why he's just being black and male. You're not?
I am.
Okay, well, then why you fake the fun? Like you trying to figure out why Van Jones is. I mean, you know why? I feel like too.
Like that. Oh, you
You actually the question. You got
I thought he may have went into, what led up to it, or how did he, solve it? Because black people don't go to, they don't talk to people. Black men don't go and talk. Black men have mental issues or stress. They don't. Other people go and get help. They see psychologists
or the side chick or the
whoever
or the bookie or the
right.
bartender.
We talk to the bartender.
Okay.
Talk to the stripper.
That's the same.
That's the same thing.
It's similar. I mean,
we can help get help that way.
It depends on what bar you go to.
Okay.
I mean, hey, but in seriousness, yeah. I mean, he talked a little bit about mental health. I don't recall him like talking about it a whole lot. But yeah, mental health is important. I mean, we all need somebody to talk to. We all need some. I'm sorry.
To lean on, you going with Bill Withers?
I mean, why not? Who you gonna go with?
Bill Withers?
Who you gonna go with?
Donnie Hathaway or something.
Donnie was kind of. He was kind of bad.
He needed to talk to somebody.
Ooh, I'm sorry, Donna. Donna Hathaway's out there. That's my fault. She's one of my Facebook friends. I don't want to be talking about her dad like her dad. Ooh, that's gonna be that's gonna be hell to tell the captain, boy. That's ooh, I don't want that text.
Okay, well, let me ask you this, because I know you're reformed, and I do
yes,
want to.
I'm a reformed journalist. I won an awards. I won a few awards doing the damn thing.
And I want to kind of move this over to hip hop, because I think that's one of your most insightful, passionate views is when you get at least Cleveland hip hop.
Sure, man. Sure.
Maybe.
Listen, it's your ride.
Well, we can talk about what's your passion.
No, we can't.
It might make for good ratings.
No, we can't. No, actually, books. Cleveland hip hop is one of my passions, and I've been on the record several times to say that you were the OG of this shit. That when I was a young man, we was all trying to figure out how the hell did somebody that lives over in East Cleveland make a record? Because we wanted to make a record.
Right.
And we thought we was dope, and we weren't dope. And we weren't
got
dope.
Squirt cracking up behind them. Squirt is dying over there.
Shout out to DJ Squirt back there.
He is dying on
So
the
we thought we was dope, but yeah, you're definitely my OG in this, and I think when I was a youngin', it was really weird to hear like a new rap aesthetic that was born of Cleveland. Because before you, there was Mike Chapman, and Mike Chapman was just doing tracks,
right?
And
yeah, when you said
shout
before
out to
me, it was Mike Chapman.
I mean, I'm talking about in my circle, in my
he
ear.
was doing like that synth music.
Right. That's why I said he was doing tracks.
Yeah,
shout out to Mike Chapman and Sister Tracy, who I went to high school with,
and Kelly, who sang on my songs and toured.
For real?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah, Kelly sang on all of my
Kelly
songs.
cute too?
Oh yeah.
Tracy was.
Yeah, and she, Tracy. Oh, the Chapman family is very talented.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Talented family.
Yeah, because Tracy's singing now.
Yeah. Now she been. I saw her on Broadway back in the day.
What? Really?
Yeah, I saw her on Broadway.
Okay, so you got it off. So what I'm saying is, so when I was a youngin', back when I was kid, not young anymore, but back then, like in the 80s.
I wish I was a kid again.
Right. Back in the 80s, it was representing locally. I talked about Little Caesar and Share the Light.
Right.
We talked about they was on every week. But they sounded very New York to my ear. They sounded very New York. They was going back and forth like this and that. So that's a very New York thing. And then it was just really interesting when you came out. It was like this is a Midwestern voice. Mm-hmm. This is a narrative I know. By somebody who is from where I'm from. So it was mind blowing. Because it was like well, if he can do it, I grew up in East Cleveland too.
Okay, well, first of all, just let me make sure.
I'm not saying that.
Okay, first of all, Squirt is telling you to stop beating on your live.
I'm sorry. My lavalier. I'm sorry.
She's beating on it. But okay, first of all, let me get straight, because I don't want the people in my neighborhood, because y'all know how I represent. I'm 100% from Lee Harvard.
I thought you were from East Cleveland.
I got love for East Cleveland. I got little.
The rumor was the chick I was dating.
I got little sisters that grew up in East Cleveland. Okay, shout out to my little sister Taryn and Ashley.
This girl. Okay, well, I was in 6th grade and I was dating this girl to go to Shaw. Because I'm that guy.
Okay, my little sister did go to Shaw.
She legit told me, shout out to Roxanne. Not that one.
Shantae?
No,
The real?
no. Just this is a bootleg right there.
I'm sure she was a nice girl.
Yeah, she was a nice girl. Anyway, but she legit told me you went to Shaw.
Yeah, no. John F. Kennedy all day long.
JFK?
JFK.
Oh, I'm not gonna hold it against you.
Come,
Then.
bruh, Nightmare on Chill Street. I was at McDonald's down on Harvard and Lee.
I didn't know no lyrics.
Okay.
Yeah,
I know you only know that I was doing TV tunes on Busta Rhymes.
I mean, but I'm also at the time I'm probably like 10 or 11,
Okay,
and really,
I got you.
and I mean, or something like that. And I'm just kind of, I wasn't that young, but I was young-ish. And I just wanted to hear something that
Right.
sounded like it was from my neck of the woods, and your shit was what it was.
Right.
And then, so my frustration's always been like everything else that comes out of Cleveland. It has like seasoning from other regions, and we don't necessarily have a rap narrative of our own. You know, it's like the South has a very distinct
Sure.
hip hop narrative. You know, even like when the Ghetto Boys came, nobody ever heard anything like that. You know, it was from where they were from. What their stories, their life, their flow, everything. But Cleveland.
Shout out to my man DJ Reddy Red from the Ghetto Boys. That's my homie, my stromie. But go ahead.
When I think about Cleveland and the hip hop narrative and the hip hop flavor, now I think about Bone, because Bone added something to the game that nobody know that the game needed. You know, it needed harmony. It obviously needed harmony. There's a lot of dudes out there like, you know, Drake really should bow down.
Oh, for sure.
To Bone.
Yeah.
You know, because without Bone, you know, without Busy, there would be no Drake. You know,
Right.
you know.
Agree.
So I mean, there's a line from one light skinned dude to another light skinned dude, just like that.
From one light skinned dude. Okay, let me. Something I saw on you when I was watching your show, even though
What show is
I
that?
missed a couple. Not watching your show, listening to your podcast.
What's the name of my podcast?
Something for grown folks. Anyway, you did.
Conversation for Adults. It's
Go
available. It's
ahead.
available on iTunes, Stitcher, and wherever you get your podcast. That's
Okay, what's it called?
Conversation for Adults.
Is that what I said?
No, you said some shit for grown folks. I mean, so you paraphrased, but it was easier just to say what it was, man.
Okay, I'm gonna leave that up to you.
Conversation for Adults.
There you go. Conversation for adults. His podcast is something that everybody should hear, because you know to have Jimmy interview you and discuss things with you is
It's not an interview, it's a conversation.
It's a conversation. It's a whole different type of vibe. But anyway, I just wanted to connect something for you because
Sure.
you thought I didn't listen to the show. Just
You
'cause I missed.
you missed something really important. So
I
obviously.
did, but this is what I did here, and I want to connect this line for you. You all were talking about Cleveland being the home of the creators of freestyle.
Right. So Sid said that. Sid said that, and he said that Chuck said that to him. Chuck D.
Yeah, Chuck says it.
Bass. That
Chuck says it all the time.
Right,
Because he knows, and it's true, he knows what it is. But Sid also said, I think that it came from Bango or something like that.
Yeah, he says he thinks Bango the B-boy outlaw.
Yeah, but no.
And Bango was actually banging the girl up the street from me.
Oh, Jesus.
What was her name?
Now you're gonna get me in trouble because she might be on the like. I'm not gonna try to snitch her out, but yeah, he was.
What street was it?
See, that's even that. If I do that,
Can we narrow it? Was she cute?
oh man, yeah, oh man, oh boy, oh boy, 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 oh boy. Yeah, she was my homegirl.
Okay, but Bango did not create freestyle.
Says you.
No, I know for a fact.
No.
I know for 100% fact.
Okay, who invented it?
Smooth.
Okay.
Bango actually learned.
People that all the time.
Mhm.
Bango literally. Okay, is the word literally or literally? Somebody.
What school?
Turn it
What
in.
public school did you go to
Turn
on
it
that
in.
bush?
Is it literally?
It's literally, man. Why you on the
I've
radio
heard
talking
people
about
say
literally? Literally.
That's how they say it in East Cleveland. That's what they told me.
Man, you must have went to Phoenix.
You know, I went to Kent State. Anyhow,
Okay.
Anyway.
Shout out. Why don't we literally shout out Kent State right
Anyway.
now?
Bango learned from Smooth.
Literally?
Literally. I told you this was going to be a different type of show.
Go ahead. Bust it. Bust
Alright.
this. Go ahead. Come on.
Bango would go over to Smooth's house.
Yes.
He would walk, catch bus, walk over to Smooth's house and say, "Yo, teach me how to do that thing."
Right.
No, Smooth, 100% is the creator in Cleveland.
Okay.
Of freestyle, and I'll argue with anybody. And I
you should get sitting here and y'all argue it out.
Yeah, but it's no argument. I mean, I named Bango the B-Boy Outlaw. I created.
Who the fuck is you? Forrest Gump? I mean, so you was there. So
Okay, you see how quick I went from OG to who the hell am I?
I mean, what is that?
You see how quick that happened?
But
like, I'm
no,
giving you all this
it's
credit.
no,
And so when I'm telling him I was there at all these things and these events and had my handprint in these events, he like, who the hell are you?
but
I'm the dude you just got through saying was your OG.
I mean, you are
and
my
you gave me a pound.
OG. You are my OG, but you concocting all these stories like Puma tennis shoes, man. I invented tennis shoes. You know what I mean? So
I gave Bango the name, the B-Boy Outlaw.
Okay, so you didn't give him Bango.
No, he already had Bango.
Yeah, because Bango was his gang name.
Yeah, I named him the B-Boy Outlaw.
Right, okay.
And I think I in my mind, I got it from Stetson Sonic because they were calling themselves the baddest B-Boys in Brooklyn.
And this really predates the movement wherein the record label started calling rap gangster rap. So you couldn't call him the gangster. You had to call him the B-Boy Outlaw.
Right. The B-Boy Outlaw. The B-Boy Outlaw. So yeah, but anyway, no, he'll even tell you that he learned from Smooth. And it really came from that Warrensville, because Smooth was from Warrensville, Bango was living in Warrensville, Surge was in Warrensville. But they all come from that Smooth lineage of freestyle rapping. So I'm just saying, and I'll let Sid know that. But I've seen Smooth dismantling people in like 1981, 82, freestyling off the top in battles. One of the most classic old school Cleveland beats was Smooth and this kid Wonder Knob.
Wonder Knob? What kind of fucking name is that?
That was his name, man. And then he changed it to Thunder Knob.
That's really optimistic, but okay.
Hey, but Knob, or they call him Knob or Nobby. Knob was a beast, like in the Lee Harvard, that Garfield, Maple Heights area. Oh, he held him and his DJ Can. They held that down. Eric Candidate. They held that.
DJ Can and Thunder Knob.
Hey, let me tell you something. Them cats held it down.
I don't doubt it.
They held
somebody
it down.
Held somebody down.
It's 8 o'clock.
Thank you, Siri.
I'm so sorry.
Ada, that's your Siri. Your Siri.
So but no, that's what it was. That's what it was. Bango, learn from Smooth.
So you corrected the record now. Good for you.
Right. And Chuck has even said that before. I've been with Chuck when he was speaking, and he was saying, yeah, it started in Cleveland by this brother named Chill. What's that brother's name? And I'm on stage, Smooth. And he's like, oh, yeah, it's a brother named Smooth. I've been with Chuck when he...
So what was disappointing to me, and Sid talks a little bit about this too in the podcast, Sid Allen episode of Conversation for Adults, is...
Not for grown folks. Adults. Conversation for adults. Go ahead, Jimmy.
Represent, Kent. Literally.
Literally.
So, here we go. So what he also says is, so we talk about why rap, or like a lot of creative pursuits don't really go very far here in Cleveland, because this is a working man's town. You can't tell nobody, you meet some girl out at the bar, what you do? Oh, I'm an artist, or I'm a painter, or something like what do you do for work? What do you do for money? Don't nobody care that whatever your creative pursuit is, ain't nobody trying to hear what your creative pursuit is in the Midwest. It's not just a Cleveland thing. I'm talking like from Philly to Detroit. You better get yourself a job.
Right, that's right.
And that could be why Cleveland really didn't develop its own sound, because we too busy at work trying to fuck around in some studio. Unless you deal drugs, then you deal drugs. You can afford studio time.
Okay, well, you know what? Well, why do you think that is? Because we had many opportunities to build on a viable scene with growth that would grow beyond Cleveland. We had a couple of stabs at it.
There was just no sound. There was no Cleveland sound. The Raw Ice Dynasty, Brothers for the Struggle, they all sounded like other people. And I had no shots, because I used to rock that shit.
But yeah, I mean, they all sounded. I mean, everything that we put out sounded like it was like other people from other places, and there was just no. Bone is the only thing, respectfully, that I mean, at the time you came out, it was just you, the good guy rapper, you know. But when Bone came out, nothing sounded like Bone, and Bone, although the Twista, nah, you know, with that, you know, that nonsense, you know. I mean, and also who was that ready? Who was the cats did Poor Pimpin'? Do you wanna ride in the backseat? Is that Ready to Die or Do or Die?
Not Ready
Do
to
or
Die.
Die. Do or Die.
Yeah.
Ready to Die is that's Biggie.
Big, right.
But so it ended up being like a lot of cats doing like a lot of lyrical kinetics, a lot of lyrical like jump up and down. That was from the Midwest, you know, because those cats I think were from they was from Chicago, and then you have Bone here, but here we just so that thing that harmony they put in the voice became a gimmick, and we didn't have nothing to follow it up, you know, and everybody started putting harmony in. I mean, now all rap has harmony in it, you know. I mean, trap and it's like, you know, that's it, you know. So all rap has harmony in it. So that we didn't have any other styles, you know. So it just became a gimmick. So I just think that we just kind of gave up. You know, like Cleveland's really like it's the home of the good try. You know, I mean Cleveland.
We tried. We
Yeah,
made a stab at it. We made a couple steps.
Right. I mean, everything from our sports teams to our public education system, everything is really just like, well, we gave it a shot. My nigga, drinks on you. You know what I mean? You know, and you tell somebody you try. Now you don't believe me. Try too hard to do something. Try too hard to do something. But somebody gonna be like, who told you to aspire?
Who told you to try that?
Who
hard?
told you to have ambition?
You're supposed to half do it.
That's it. But when you get fired or you fail or you fall on your face, nigga, let me buy you a drink. I mean, Cleveland is the home of the good try. So when I say that with love and also with kind of with love.
I say that with love.
I say it with love, but also with like a little bitterness. You know, because we just can't get anything going here. We can't get anything going because I'm gonna hate on you for having the audacity.
See, that's the point. Now you came with it.
Having the audacity to do something better. Because it's like, even I tell you what, Gerald Levert, God rest his soul, good guy.
Right.
I remember when I talked to him. We had I did an interview with him, his brother, and his dad. And within that conversation, he was telling me why he stayed outside of Cleveland. That his home wasn't in Cleveland proper, because it was just like how people just be mean mugging him. It's like, wait a second, what? It's like, I'm putting Cleveland on the map. And they were like, yeah. You know what I mean? Like who told you to put Cleveland? And Brains told me the same. Shout out to Brains. And
what's up, babe?
yeah, and tell your mother I said, hey, on some real shit. His mother's really, really nice. That shit, she was in the article I wrote about him. Anywho,
I was in that article.
You were in that article too.
I was in that article you wrote about.
You were omnipresent.
I was in that article you wrote about.
You're omnipresent, brother. Literally.
Now see, if you didn't write it, you'd be like, chill, you wasn't in that article. You was in that too. You wasn't in that article. That's how you played me with the big B-boy outlaw thing. But let's go with it.
Okay.
But this is what I want to bring up, and you brought this up.
Okay.
You just infused the hate scenario.
Yeah.
That it's not just
it's in the water.
You got to have tried. So are you saying that's part of what holds us back? So because the other side of hate is support.
Right, and it's not even a Cleveland thing. I think it's a Midwest thing. I think because we have a work ethic. We have like a hand worker's ethic. You know, our people migrated here. I don't know about your people, but my people migrated here for the factories and for the steel mills. Excuse me, and hard work.
Right.
They didn't migrate here to make a record. You know, so if you want to make a record, they like, okay, well, you make a record when you get off third shift. you know. I mean, and if you don't, then people will look down their face at you. It's like when I have my book, real shit. It's some of my dudes out there. They not gonna like this. When my shit came out, I was getting a lot of hate.
Tell
I was
us
getting
what the
a lot-
book was.
Man, I don't know if I want to talk about it.
No, man, tell us when you wrote a book, dude. It was critically acclaimed. Tell us about the book. You can't reference a book and don't tell us. Like when I wrote that book. What's the book, bro?
You mean I literally got
We still on that?
I wrote a book called The Denzel Principle. It's available on St. Martin's Press still. And
And what's that book about?
it was February 10th. Came out February 15th, 2010.
A quick synopsis of there's an interesting title. Just real quick, what was the book about?
It was about so it was a fake book. Okay. So boom 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 boom. So when I wrote the book,
As a form of kind of pseudo satire, that was
a shout out to my man Joe Esterhaus, who had just come out with his book called The Devil's Guide to Hollywood.
Okay.
And he wrote that as like a pseudo memoir / self-help book. And I was like, that's a fantastic.
you know, I'm going to drop some nuance reader. Now those are two words you don't really see in the same sentence.
Nuance.
And black readers.
Black readers.
Yeah.
Oh, not the nuance, but the black readers.
No, nuance. Oh, well, those are three words you don't see in the same sentence. But I thought I was going to be clever. What I ended up doing was putting out a book that people really took literally and personally. Mm-hmm. And it was really a book about my failures and what I learned once I grew up. It was a catalog of my relationships from daycare to what was in my middle 30s, and what an asshole I was. And what I had learned, essentially what I learned is you have to be who you're looking for.
Okay.
You have to be who, and the minute you become who you are meant to be, the minute you level up, you won't have to look for anybody else, because other people that are on your level, they will find you. And I was bitching and moaning in my life about I mean all these chicken heads, but I'm ashy as fuck. I'm ashy as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Look, I got a pair of Lee jeans and some old Chucks, and like I got like half a GED. I'm like, damn, this me a lot of chicken heads and shit. Nigga, get your life right. You know, when I got my life right, I got my education, took a bath, and
you switched up the Lee jeans.
Got some Levi's, you know.
Yeah, some
and
vibes.
I said, fuck a bus ticket, got me a pass. Next thing you know, boom. You know, I mean, it improved my life, improved my personal. I'm sorry, I hit the lavalier. Improved my personal life, and then improved the quality of the people. So basically, it was just like a bootleg law of attractors kind of thing. Like it was what I learned about the law of attraction. Although I don't believe in it, I do believe that who you are is who comes into your life. And I was fucked up. So I was meeting some, and also it was also for the ladies too, because a lot of ladies think they're like great catches, and I need to let the ladies know, just you're not. You know, just I mean, you're not. You need more than the phenotypical attributes of a woman,
Okay.
to be eligible. I mean, if you can't, I mean, listen, you know, you go in some women's houses and the couch smell like fried chicken and hopelessness, you know.
Fried chicken and what?
Hopelessness. And then you got the cat hasn't seen cat food in a week, licking a stain on the rug, and it's like,
what women were you with, bro?
right. I was with the women I deserve to be with, because look, cat come over and start licking stains on my jeans too, like, I found an El Dorado. You know?
Okay, you know what? The producer Squirt is telling us we got to take a much needed commercial break. You know, we're gonna come back and we're gonna talk about the hate. I'm assuming you got some hate.
I did get some hate.
Okay, so we're gonna be back, but you know what? If you want to give us a call and you have something to say to Jimmy Israel,
Don't do that.
You see the number on the screen, but you can call in at 712-451-1042, and the access code is 625591. But it's on the side of the screen if you can see it. We'll be right back. Chill Talk to Jimmy Israel. are back with Chill Talk 2 with my man Jimmy Israel. I know y'all was waiting to get back and listen to what he was saying. We were at the results of his book, and I'm assuming a story about hate that came his way. Is that where the story's going?
I mean, yeah, more or less. I mean, it was just.
So we didn't celebrate you. Cleveland didn't celebrate its newest author, and we didn't hold you up on our shoulders and be like, yo, we got a dude who wrote a dope book, and it was clever and insightful and nuanced. We didn't hold you up.
Well, number one, I didn't need any of that shit. But
that's what should have happened.
No, that's not saying. Now you're reading me wrong.
No. I'm saying that's what should have happened. We had an author who had a national book out. This wasn't a local book. This wasn't a book.
Right. I didn't publish it in the basement. No.
That's what I'm saying.
Right. No shots against people that publish it.
But I'm saying this is a nationally, internationally recognized book. And,
right.
Okay. So what happened?
So the media wasn't giving me no holler. Local media, which has never really given me any holler. I've only done like local NPR, like maybe twice, 3 times maybe in my career as an NPR contributor. And the paper has never published it. This was on The Wire. So I wasn't really getting any love from the media about the book until my homeboy put me on the cover of The Scene first, before you put me on the cover of that paper, that one paper.
Okay.
Yeah. But among the writers, some of my writer friends were kind of looking at me like, you ain't shit, kind of like that, because writing, as a writer, writing it shouldn't be competitive, but it is, because it's about skill. It's about levels of skill, and you always sad to see a motherfucker, they ain't got no oops tag, who ain't got no skill, but he luck up into like a book deal. It's like, who told you to like get some ambition about yourself and go get a hustle? Why don't you go back to writing for the Crusader?
Man, it's funny, but it's sad, man. That's really true about us.
That's how it felt to me.
But
I tell you what, I really appreciated it. It made tears come to my eyes, man, when
Squirt go get you. You keep beating on that lava man.
Sorry.
You gotta dance on the table for that.
She said you gotta dance on the table.
I got put a pin in that. Okay. Okay. But yeah, it really did my heart well to see when I was on the cover of your joint,
right?
And then when they put me on the cover of The Scene, which I'd actually gotten fired from, kind of over the Gerald Levert piece. Yeah, I got fired from The Scene, kind of over that.
Okay,
Yeah.
what was the firing part? What did you?
Well, I mean, because they, back in the day, when Pete Cox was running, I don't know what Pete Cox is doing. I think he's a Walmart greeter. But
I hope he does.
But
Squirt said, I hope he's not.
I mean,
Go ahead.
That's a good ass job. Are you serious? Free candy, free candy and hugs.
Anyway, the reason you got fired.
My editor, only job I got fired from. You remember The Scene was all blood and guts, right, basically, and they only wanted to see us in there when we was either shooting or getting shot, or with a basketball in our hands,
okay,
or football. And I had done like maybe 1 or 2 of those kinds of stories, and so I had done this. This story was about family. It was about, because nobody had I guess you can't anymore. May they rest in peace. But at that point, nobody had done a story with all 3 Levert men. No one had sat down Gerald, Sean, and Eddie. No one had done that. And I thought it was a love story, and it remains a powerful love story. Mm-hmm. And
they had a problem with that. They didn't want to show black.
They're like, nah, we're not fucking with that
as a family.
So
they didn't want to run the story.
They did not want to run the story.
And so you held your breath and turned over a table.
Who I look like? Nah, man. It wasn't that, but it was just like, because when you work you work in media, so you got some media you need a quota. It's like, well, this is when you turn it in for your quota, it don't count, because we're not taking it. So what else you got? I'm like, I got nothing else. I got a damn thing. I chased down Eddie and Sean and Gerald for what ended up being like 3 months, and
it's not easy to chase down Big Vert.
Right, and I got him.
I could get Sean and G.
It ain't easy to track down Eddie.
And I got him, and they were like, well, no,
well, what you got? I'm like, I got shit else. They're like, well, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you either. And they thought I was gonna be like, and I have this from the editor's mouth. He was like, he was hoping I was gonna give like the angry black man thing and like start like go all King Kong and start and then throwing up tables.
Flip over the table. We were talking about that earlier, Squirt.
And because he loves that. He loves like the scene, and he wanted the cops come or the security as it might have been, come and whoop my ass or try. And I was just like, okay, well, if this is what it's gonna be, then this is what it's gonna be. Thank you. It was. I learned he's one of the best editors I ever had. I was like, thank you. This has been quite a learning experience. So that day I left. Now about that story, they would not let me take the story with me which was the other thing that was really like because I could have sold that. I could have sold that like that.
Right.
But they would not let me take it with me. But it's online now. I mean, it's been a number of years, and seeing ain't nothing no more. So I think it's on my my fan page.
Okay, so, we might want to go back and we might want to go look. How do we find your fan page?
You put in Jimmy Israel in Facebook.
Okay, all right.
JIMI Izrael.
Okay, that's what's up. Let me ask you before because people ask me this, and I want to ask you.
Sure.
Who is it? Because I still want to go back to this hip hop thing.
Yeah.
Who do you listen to? Before we go to who you listen to, who's the greatest rapper of all time?
You talking like I'm really into rap like that? I'm not.
I'm talking about from back in your day. Who was you thought was?
So you want to ask a 12 or 13-year-old boy?
Oh, that's the last time you shut down rap at about 13.
Back in what day? I mean, when I think about back in the day, I think about living off. So there's a couple back in the days for me. There's me on 143rd off Hayden, and then there's me off Menlo, on Menlo and Hampstead.
Okay, so you don't rank like the normal. Tupac,
I'm a grown ass.
So
man. I'm a grown ass man. No, I'm a grown ass man. You ain't gonna see me in a bar arguing about Tupac, man, Biggie. Get the fuck out of here.
So I guess you're not gonna argue about Tupac still alive either.
No, I'm a grown ass man.
You're not gonna argue that Tupac is still alive.
If he is, he owes me money.
Come on.
Yeah, holla if you hear me.
Tupac does not owe you money, man. Tupac doesn't owe you money.
He does. I went to go see that Tupac Resurrection, and I spent
okay,
money.
Well, if that's the case, then they owe you
right.
That's what you counted.
I'm so sorry, y'all.
Is that a call for us?
That's a call for you.
This the radio station.
That's my bookie. I'm not here. Okay, so.
Okay, in addition to your great conversation with Sid, and I'm gonna go back and listen to that. Who else do you got somebody on deck? I know you talked to Swamp, right?
And that was like 6 or 7 podcasts ago. Yeah, it's up. Yeah.
Who do we got? Who you got up there? Who we see?
I mean, basically, bro. I mean, it thrives off randoms. So I pick strangers or near strangers. I mean, Swamp obviously is not a stranger. I mean, I've known homeboys since babies and babies and pacifiers. Not quite back that far, but back far enough. So he wasn't a stranger. But yeah, I mean, you're not gonna sit here and be like, yeah, I talked to Michael Jackson's bones or anything like that. I mean, it's randoms. I mean, that's what I thrive off.
Okay, you just sent out the Sid Allen.
Right, Sid Allen. So you want to know? So I talked to Coco Brown. And she's not random. I'm trying to think. So you're talking about people would have heard of?
No, who's? I mean, I don't even care. I mean, who's to decide who's random? I guess you're using random.
I mean, just literally, I ran into this random white girl in the parking lot who had this license plate about how much she was proud of being an XJW, and I walked up to her and I said, first of all, don't shoot, and I said, secondly.
The next time I saw her, she was in my house, sitting on the other end of the microphone. So she was a complete stranger.
And she talks about her experience as an Jehovah's Witness. So there's that.
I might want to listen to that.
And I have I got 11 or 12 more in the can.
of which you are one. So
Okay, and I might want to redo.
we can do a redo, bro.
Yeah,
I got a new pad. You can come to the new.
Yeah, I might want
Yeah,
to
you
get a new spot.
I got a new spot.
Okay, did we have an issue at the? You offered me some food when I came there, and then you basically made me say I wanted some food, and then when I said yeah, and I brought it back up, you was like, "Why you sweating me for some food, Jill?"
Well, that's not the whole story. The story is so.
Bro, you ain't-
So wait a second.
You said
So
you gotta
wait.
get it for you.
So hold on a second. So you come to somebody's house and they offer you the hospitality in their home. And you're like, no, thank you. Then 20, 30 minutes later, yeah, nigga, can you go there?
That's not how it happened. That was like, you was
nah.
selling it. You was like, oh man, I got this dope Mugu guy pad or something. You was really
Yeah, I think at that time, I think I was going through like a sushi phase. So-
right. You was like, oh, chill. You got to get with this. It's really good.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like, okay,
Plus,
okay.
I probably had some whiskey. I
And then I was
probably
like,
had
okay,
that.
where's that? And you was like, bro, how you gonna ask me about some food? And
Right, it was a half an hour to 45 minutes later though.
Wow.
I mean, if you're gonna offer hospitality, listen. The rule of thumb is.
Okay, but you got a
the
new
rule
spot.
The rule of thumb is
And a new
when
attitude about what you offer.
Somebody offers you food, you take it at that moment.
Hell yeah.
And then ain't nobody your Benson, man.
We
Shout
got
out to Robert
Oh
Gino.
yeah, rest in peace.
Peace to my
Yeah,
man Robert
ain't
Gino.
nobody your Benson, man. I mean, you just
Hey, bro, you asked me for some food and you hyped it up like it was like
and then you're like, no,
diggity.
no, thank you.
And
And then 20 minutes later, he get the grumble. He's like, well,
no, that's not what happened. He was really selling this. Like, oh man, this dim sum is all this
I
and
doubt
that.
it was dim sum, but it
Whatever the hell it
was some
was.
bomb
It
ass
was
sushi
something
probably.
Asian.
Yeah, it's probably some bomb ass sushi.
Okay, well, anyway, you got a new spot.
Dude, I have a new spot not too far away from where we are in the back cave. And
a new setup.
a new setup. Yeah, new attitude. Shout out to Patty LaBelle. And yeah, I'm doing.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a redo, man. I'm gonna come and get a redo.
I don't see why not, bro. I don't see why not. Yeah, well, I put the other one in the vault. So hopefully you said something you wasn't supposed to say. Now I might get some money for it later.
See, they warned me when I went there,
Right?
to stay away from those topics with you messing around with you.
I actually no. It was actually one of the better conversations I had during that. What isn't good?
But I felt it wasn't exciting though.
How excited does it have to be? It's a conversation. That's why it's a conversation for
but
adults.
But you and Sid
It's
got it
convers-
in, man. I want to step it up a little bit.
I mean, our conversation had the same tenor, bro.
No, Sid was. I liked Sid's interview. It was a good interview, even though you thought I didn't listen to it. But
You didn't, man. You missed a critical piece, bro.
I missed the part about me.
About you, and I can't figure that out.
I don't know. And I one question was in there until Michael Altman called me and said,
And it was shout out to Mike O. He's out there. Is Michael Oman out there?
I don't know. He told me he was going to be listening, so he got the instructions on how to.
Can I share with you my favorite Michael Oatman?
Oh, this should be good.
This is and he know it's on his podcast actually. My favorite Michael Oatman. First of all, Michael Oatman, he's not an OG of mine, but he is definitely a peer mentor who helped me find my voice and craft it into something that made some sense to somebody.
Right. That's another brother who should be lifted up too.
Yeah. Michael Oatman is the truth. He's a playwright now, but he's also a reformed journalist. Back when we were college buddies, we're still buddies, but we were in college, and he was editor of the Vindicator. I don't know what the Vindicator's doing now, but back then it was good.
At Cleveland State.
At Cleveland State, thank
See,
you.
you're just throwing out terms, and people are like, what the hell is the Vindicator? But go ahead.
That's why you're the
They
host.
think
and I'm
it's
the
like
guest.
some dude with a sword standing there.
No, they
The
don't.
damn Vindicator.
You mean literally? So it was we was having production day, and homeboy came in with 2 bags from McDonald's, which I mean so homeboy had he opened up the 1 bag, and it was kind of ceremonious, and homeboy opened up the one bag. It was a 12-piece chicken McNugget. And I'm like you must hit a number. I'm like my dude, you living big. The next bag, hold on, I'm not done. The next bag,
You cracking Squirt up. Squirt is off.
the next
off camera
bag,
dying.
the next bag, he had 12 dipping sauces. My hand before God. My hand before God. My hand before homeboy. Very meticulously, he laid them out on the table. Like he been waiting for this moment, like Phil Collins. I've been waiting for this moment my whole life Oh Lord, yeah, I mean, he like
This is your Michael Open story.
yeah, and then homeboy got his chicken nuggets, and each nugget he stuck it in the shit, and he cleaned it out. He cleaned out each sauce with a nugget.
Okay, let me get this straight.
Right.
We started off talking about the genius of Michael Open.
He is a
And your
genius.
story about him is about 12 packs of sauce
But
for the chicken McNugget that he cleaned
I'd
up.
argue there's something genius about that. I mean, I hadn't seen it done. I hadn't seen it done before, and I haven't seen it done since. I mean, you living your best life if you have a sauce for every McNugget you own. I mean, that's right up there with diamonds in the back, on the rooftop, digging the scene with the gangster lane. Be thankful for what you got. You got a sauce for every McNugget. Somebody out there don't have a sauce for half a McNugget. So hey,
He got one for everyone.
that was his best day.
Okay.
That was his.
I just told Open I gotta get him on too, because
You do have to get him
No,
on.
no, that-
and he knows that story. It's actually in, and that's no shots. I
that
mean,
was on the podcast.
it's in the podcast. Yeah, and we both like just died when we tell that story because he remembers that day, and the way he was so meticulous, he was just like he was laying them out like. He got out a compass. He got a compass.
Man, get the hell out of here. Hey, Squirt, how much time do we have left on this show?
5 more minutes.
5 more minutes. What did he do with the compass, bro?
He trying to get him right on the table
He's a
and
fool.
trying to get him.
Okay, compass for angles.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Oh my God.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, my
All
stomach
right.
hurts.
So.
You know, maybe I'm glad I didn't actually partake in whatever that Asian food was that you was offering, because I could be part of the story.
Right.
And Chill was trying to rock his chopsticks, and you know what the hell he was doing.
Anyway, so you okay back there, Squirt?
Yes.
Squirt is dying.
Oh, move back over. Okay.
Thank you.
All right.
Squirt is dying over there,
He
bro.
is silly.
Oh my goodness.
All
Okay.
right. So anything else? See, aren't you glad you invited me up?
Yes, I am. Because when I told Smooth, he said, "Who you gonna have on there?" I said, "Because last week we had Johnny O.
Johnny O.
Oh,
the Sorcerer King. Yeah. For real.
we had Johnny O. Week before that, we had Khalid Samad.
I talked to. By the way, Lady Skill's coming up in the podcast.
Skilly.
Yeah, she's coming up in the podcast.
Skilly.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, and Skill is I mean, she's well worth interviewing.
That was a great interview. It was a great conversation. It was a great conversation.
Yeah, that's I'm sure. I can't wait to hear.
The difference between a conversation and an interview, for my purposes, is that it's a back and forth. It's a back and forth. So we're just talking, and literally, I mean, like
Did you offer her some food?
Oh, yeah, I offered her everything that's in my house, man. That's part of the gig. You come to my house, I offer you the house's hospitality. So whether it's chiclets or baked chicken or whatever, if it's whiskey or whatever.
I did think you had some. I did get some drink, but
I
I
believe you did.
I didn't want to drink it on the air.
I believe that was.
I
the
think
case.
that was it.
Because you know I don't fuck with anything but the best.
threw it
I
down.
think you had the 1800.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
yeah. That's
Yeah,
right.
you had the 1800.
So, but I didn't want to drink it on the air,
Yeah.
on the show.
So yeah,
But I did.
So yeah, I think I don't. Skill did not drink, and she did not partake, but she liked the place, and I seem to remember her talking to the cat, but I could be wrong about that.
Oh my God.
She probably did.
Yeah. So I think she liked the
probably
cat
did.
too.
She probably did.
But the cat doesn't really fuck with anybody. When people come in the house, the cat is like.
Okay, does the
You had like the it was the other spot. It was a kind of a cool spot. You had like a heavy bag over there.
Yeah,
Is it still there?
it's not there, but it's there. Yeah.
Okay,
I still hit the heavy bag,
okay.
and
Is that a stress reliever?
No,
just getting your skills just in case something jump off.
Bruh, no, I used to box, and my skills are okay. If anybody wants to bring it,
Well, that's what I'm saying.
I got something for it. But no, I mean, I used to box.
Okay, so if you still hitting the bag, is it,
I got 80 from that
shape,
lightweight. Yeah.
Release stress. Be prepared if something jump off.
Man, I'm so old to be hitting body. Man,
I used to hit somebody, man.
listen, I got somebody with.
Well, that's true too. Well, but I'm telling you, these young brothers out here think
Well, I mean, if it comes to that, I could be your Huckleberry. Yeah,
I'll be your Huckleberry,
Nah,
man.
nah.
Movie references that I don't know if everybody catching all of these.
but I take this fighter. You no, I'm not anything for that, you know. But I be all right with that.
Snake fist fighter. So, okay, all right. So anybody else? That's it. But we get ready to wrap this up.
Yeah, everybody want to
Actually, somebody
random. As long as you bathe and everything. Yes, and I look at you and I think it might be an interesting conversation. I think you come by the case of my house. That's something different. But if I look at you and I think, this is gonna be a good conversation. Instagram on this one.
Yeah,
okay.
It's limited to an hour.
Yeah. So, but yeah, basically random. As long as because I found that I have something to talk about with everybody.
Okay.
And 99% of the time, I don't know them from a can of paint. Like the one, and so interesting, the one with the XJW that I literally did not know. That one ended up being like one of the hottest in terms of numbers wise, a podcast I've done so far. And I've done podcasts with just respect to DJ Swamp, who's known internationally.
Right.
And this girl is the one that blew up. Like right out the gate, people were just like, oh, and that ends up. I was telling C the other day that the randoms end up doing better than like Coco. Coco, those numbers when I talked to her, they did okay. But people love the randoms. I talked to Caroline Rinko. People like who? And then numbers just sky. Yeah. So.
But is that also due partially to you and how you carry on the conversation?
Listen, man, I try to do something very guest centric. I try not to make it about me. Because for a while, and this even when we sat down and talked.
Right, and I'm not saying not you made it about you, but the way that you conduct the conversation,
maybe,
the way that you got it,
maybe
because the person could have came up there with this great story, and if you weren't the person to draw that story out, it could have been like a whack.
For a while, I had a tick of like always talking about my tragedy, the death of my wife, and like all my podcasts, and I started listening to them. I was like, nobody want to hear about this shit, So I think now as I've as a host, I've matured a little bit. And I'm dealing with that tragedy differently.
Okay.
And it comes up just like it came up now.
Right.
But
it came up when
we talked. And so to some degree, I think that a lot of those early podcasts, by early I'm like the first maybe 10 or 15, were therapeutic. Because I had to try to find my voice, and also conversation. The podcast was actually for my late wife, because one of the things she wanted me to do, she wanted me to get out of the NPR business, and she wanted me to start doing my own. And so that's one of the reasons why it's up and running now. But the conversation for adults, I try to make it very, very guest centric, very guest focused, and I hope to be the guy, kind of like Tom Snyder or Studs Terkel, that you can sit down with, and I can pull something out of you that nobody's ever gotten out of you. I'm not trying to be all scripted like Terry Gross and ask you stupid questions like, you've been black so long. What's that like? I'm not. Shots fired, Terry Gross.
Sorry.
Yeah. So, yeah. Definitely shots fired. I mean, because I respect Terry Gross, but Terry Gross, when she has one of us on, I mean, she focuses on what we are and not who we are. So when you sit down with me, I try to focus on who you are. Like pretty soon I'm gonna be sitting down with a transgender member of the community, and I don't know what we're gonna talk about. But I'm not so focused on that. I'm focused on who she is, And let's talk about who you are. Let's not talk about what you are, And when the XJW, when she sat down, it was really about who she was in her journey to go through the whole Jehovah's Witness meat grinder and to come out the other side like this. So it was about her. It wasn't about.
I'm interested.
It wasn't about her status as XJW.
Who's the transgender sister?
I don't know. Don't start me lying.
Okay, because I did a really nice interview that actually never got out.
I got her name at home.
Okay,
I don't want to mess up the name. I might be Paul Mahler. I don't know.
Paul Mahler.
I mean. You know how we like to name our kids after like cleaning products. You ain't never met a Lysol or nothing like that.
No, brother.
Buckwheat, remember Buckwheat?
Yeah, but
he was named after cereal.
Right, well, that's how they went. Cereal, Farina, Buckwheat,
Palmolive, Lexus. Tell me you don't know Alexa.
Yeah, I know a whole bunch.
Yeah, right. I know a whole bunch of Alexas too. I know a Kia too. No, that's Sia. I'm sorry, Sia.
Was that a shot?
No, that wasn't a
That
shot.
was-
You think I'm smarter than that? Are you
That was a
serious?
play shot. All right, we're gonna wrap this up. And I knew it was gonna be that type of interview, but conversation. This
For
was-
adults.
I guess, yeah, all them, my mama gonna say he was cussing.
How you doing, Mrs. Hurd? Oh, your mother knows my mother. How
I know,
about
yeah,
that?
yeah, yeah,
That's so
that's
buggy.
cool.
That's so
My mama
buggy.
said, you got a friend.
Don't
named
tell my
Jimmy
mother you
Israel?
saw this. For real.
Tell
No.
He was cussing.
No.
Okay, but anyway, no, bro, it's always good to talk to you, and I'm
pleasure.
looking forward to my re-up at the new spot
Yeah.
with the new food.
You got it.
Literally.
Let,
That's how we gonna do it.
shout it
All
out,
right.
Ken. Thank you.
We are up out of here now. You know what it is. Go ahead and share this to everybody, and because they want to see this. They want to see how Jimmy gets down. So this is Chill Talk 2. Also at Urban City Radio Station and about 1 million other outlets that Squirt has going on. But that's what's up, Cleveland. I love y'all. We up out of here. Peace.